right. Well, three, two, one. What's up, everyone? I've got Karen Duong. She is a RDR, Revenue Development Rep, or Sales Development Rep, whatever you want to go with, at Clari. What's up, Karen?
Hi, what's up? Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's so good to have you. So good to have you. And we're recording. It's 12 p.m. on the West Coast,
Yep.
but we're still gonna ask the triple whammy, which is one, what are you drinking? Two, how's your day going? And three, what's something you're learning today?
Okay. So this morning I'm drinking water since it's 12 p.m. um, Something that I've learned today, this morning, we actually had a town hall meeting at Clary, and we talked about our CTO, our Chief Technology Officer, and he was just giving us background on himself. So I learned a lot about him and his experiences going through his career,
That's
where
cool.
he's from and stuff. So it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. It's cool to learn more about the technology that you're selling and learn stuff in that category as opposed to just like sales stuff, in my
Right.
opinion.
Exactly. Yeah, I completely understand.
That's so cool. All right, well, let us know like where you're at as far as quota, because we always got top performers on the Real SDR podcast. So
Yeah, so right now I'm currently at 105%. I have a couple of opportunities that are going to be moved this week, so I would estimate like 120 by the end of this week.
oh dang, we're talking July.
Yeah,
You're at
yeah.
100% of July already.
Yeah, well, I mean, our quarter is kind of weird. So our Q2 end is the end of July, like this July. So,
Mm.
yeah.
So you're 100% of quarter or 100% of month?
105% of month to date. We still have, I think, 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks left in the quarter.
Oh my gosh, that's tight. Come on. All right, so like what are some of the keys to your success? Like how do you do that well?
Yeah. So ever since COVID hit, it's been really hard prospecting.
Sure.
And before the whole COVID situation, I like my mentality going into a cold call or a cold email is like asking for the time closing, right?
Mhm.
Asking, like, do you have like 30 minutes of me just explaining to you more about this or whatnot?
Yeah.
And ever since COVID hit, I really had to change my mentality and shift it more to playing the long game.
Mm,
So for me, like the secret to my success, I think this quarter was basically setting it up for a prospect to let them know that you're a resource. And what I
dang.
mean by that is like, hey, I noticed that you just moved companies. Congratulations. I see that there's tremendous growth in your company. I mean, I also see that you're focused on this area, this area, and this area.
Yeah.
What we do here at Clary, we are an end-to-end revenue operations platform. So if you need any resources on forecast management, pipeline visibility, or anything like that, just let me know and I'm here. And
Wow.
they're a lot more receptive to that. And so they'll like email me back saying that, hey, Karen, like, thanks for following up or whatnot. Yeah, I would really love to learn more about this. And then I'll go ahead and send a few content or any like resources we do have. And then eventually it's like you're building that rapport with them.
Yeah.
And then they always like, or I'm always like, if you really want to learn more, I could transfer you over to my sales director
Yeah.
and get you more information of that, or just kind of walk you through the platform to see how other salespeople are using it. And
Wow.
so they're really open to that.
A lot to break down there.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a lot.
No, no, that was awesome. That was awesome. But I like the idea of the long game.
Yeah,
But to me, it's hard to put it into action when you have a quota like sitting over your head.
exactly. Yeah.
And so my first question is like when do you start seeing the results of the long game? Like how many like so if you start the long game, let's say in month 1, and you're having conversations with, multiple people, how long does it take to nurture those into an opportunity typically for you?
Yeah. So usually I would say for me it's about a month and a month and a half.
Okay.
Thankfully, our product helps with the whole COVID situation.
Yeah.
So, like our messaging is obviously it's like, oh, we could help you through these tough times. Like, let me show you how we could
That's
help
cool.
you forecast or whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm thankful to be working at Clary where this product is actually helpful during these times.
Dang. So like a month and a month and a month and a half. So if you go down a path like this, you got to expect, or if you're playing that long game, you have to expect that you got to put in the time, and you're not going to see immediate results. You're gonna have to wait like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then if you add on the fact that the person may not respond on the first email, maybe it takes 5, 6, 7 steps throughout the sequence for them to respond. Then it may, so when you, from time to lead, when you put someone in a sequence to actually getting that meeting, could be a month and a half down the line, or more. But I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's like the main tactic that worked this quarter. There's like
Yeah.
other things too, like personalization in emails,
Mm-hmm.
personalization in cold calls too.
Mm,
I started doing this thing where I go on their LinkedIn, search them up beforehand, or like while the phone is ringing,
yeah.
and I'll be like, oh hey, I just saw that you moved jobs. Like, by the way, how's that going for you?
Ah.
Just kind of like buttering them up.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like something right off the bat.
Exactly, exactly. And just being a
That's
lot
cool.
more human to my approach or my outreach rather than like, hey, I see that you're a VP of sales and we're helping by doing this, this, and this, and this. Like, would you want to learn more from us or whatever it is, you know?
Yeah. Just like the standard, what's your title? How can we help your title?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the fallback.
Yeah.
So you said that you also will do a demo of the product. Like you yourself will do the demo?
Not really. So what I do is that I usually set up some time for my sales director to kind of go over the demo.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And they're cool with hopping on a demo before they do a first call?
No, so what they usually do is that they usually do discovery first, and
Okay.
kind of go through the deck, kind of, share what Clary is, background, how we got to
Yeah.
where we are. And then if it makes sense, then we'll do the demo.
Dang. Okay. So you say, "Hey, we'll hop on a demo," and then your sales director's hopping on that hour-long call with them
Yeah.
and is prepping, and there's no like 15-minute, 20-minute discovery beforehand besides
No,
the
there
call
is.
that you've been on?
No, yeah, no, there is. I mean, I usually like pass on my notes to my sales director, and
Okay.
then from there they could kind of like leverage and see that, oh, okay, so they're using like HubSpot at the moment, or they're using Salesforce at the moment, and then they'll go deeper dive discovery from there.
Okay. I think it's cool though that they're gonna hop in on an hour call and like do a demo. Because
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like there's like the stigma with an SDR that you have to bring something to the table that's like super qualified, super. There's been a ton of discovery before like they show the demo.
right, right.
Um,
I
but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, usually the accounts that I go after, they're like handpicked from my reps, so they know that those are good accounts.
Okay,
Yeah, so therefore, when I do my outreach and someone sounds interested, then I'll go ahead and forward them over to my sales director. But
that's cool.
usually, like those accounts are like top accounts.
Cool. So if it's an account that they're hyped to get into, they're like,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna come in and give these people like red carpet treatment. Make
Yeah.
sure this thing converts.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. Well, what else do you feel like is helping you achieve, the 100%? You'll probably end up like 200%. No, I'm kidding. Maybe like 150. That'd be tight.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would say like a lot of personalization with emails. At
Mm,
Clary, we do this thing called Basho, where we're basically taking like we're going through each prospect's
yeah,
LinkedIn, Twitter account, Facebook to see what they're interested in and kind of
yeah,
personalize like crafty messages around that. Like witty, like for example, if someone likes baseball, then we'll like do messaging around baseball and
sure.
tie it into a value prop.
That's cool. That's cool. That's always a good way to go. If you can get a hold of their social. Do you
Yeah.
ever do you ever get on people's like Instagrams?
Yeah, I do actually.
Do you ever interact with them, like their stuff, or like send
Hey,
them?
I'm stalking you right now.
I don't know. What do you think? Like slide into their DM? Is that too much?
I've actually had, I mean, I work with another SDR on the team who's done that before, but I personally haven't done that yet.
Too much.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes like a lot of profiles are on private too, so
Just hit the request button.
yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah,
what's too much though?
yeah, that's true.
Like I felt like in my career, I've always like tried to push the envelope a little bit, and like,
Yeah,
what are they gonna do? Just like say no, or
yeah.
be like,
Go ahead.
"Mm, I had nothing else.
I've like texted a prospect before,
Just
and I don't
from
know.
getting their mobile number.
Yeah. Yeah, because I try to leave a voicemail and they're like, "Oh, like this voicemail isn't I don't really check this voicemail. Feel free to text me." And
Yeah.
I've texted before and gotten a response from there.
What'd they
So
say?
they're okay. So it was actually to a CRO,
Oh, okay.
and I was just like really brief with my message, like, "Hey, I noticed that you like were interested in this. Like, can we find some time to talk?" And at first he was super confused, like, "What are you talking about? Who is this?" And I was like, "This is Karen from Clari. I sent you," and then like we also like send gifts and stuff. So
Yeah.
I told him, I just sent you a box of cookies and I hope you received it. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I actually just got those. Yeah, thank you so much." Like I'm kind of like I don't know what context this is though, but like what is this about? And I kind of just talked about like what Clary is, and he was like, "Okay, great. Find some time with my EA." So
Oh, dang, that's tight.
yeah, so I've actually done that before. And like, I don't know, there's a lot of people who are like, that's kind of crossing the line. Like, I'm not a big fan of texting prospects because I feel like that's like an invasion of like their space or whatnot. But
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, I got something out of it.
I wanna find someone that's doing the DM game.
Yeah, that'd be tight. If you can, let me know and let me talk to them because I want to know how that's going
or
to.
like or like a Facebook message. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like slide into like a group that they're on in Facebook and like just like post something out of the blue, and they'll be
Yeah,
like,
just like
wait,
call them out.
no, I don't know. There's always that line of like being really ballsy with your outreach and then just being like totally obnoxious.
Yeah, exactly. What are some stories that you've heard that's just like completely obnoxious?
uh I haven't heard any like pretty any gnarly stories, to be
Mm,
honest.
okay.
Like I mean most people that are on the podcast do really well on the phone. And then some people send gifts, uh video here and there. No, I haven't heard a ton of that. Definitely like personalization of emails and stuff,
Yeah.
but like pretty
Okay.
standard stuff when it comes to prospecting. Like nothing that I don't know you haven't heard of before.
Right.
LinkedIn for sure, but I mean
Yeah.
that's like a no-brainer. But no
Yeah.
one, I don't know, no one's sliding into DMs. For me, for me, it's hard to find people on Instagram
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
they don't have it on their LinkedIn.
Hmm.
It's hard for me to like, because if I went and search Karen Duong, I'd find like 5,000 Karen Duongs.
That's true. That's true.
But unless people start putting it on their LinkedIn, then I'd probably follow them,
Yeah.
and then 3 days later I'd send them a DM. But none of the prospects that I reach out to, because I work in the customer experience space, and they're not even that big on LinkedIn. Like if they have a bio, that's like a
Wow.
big LinkedIn for us. Like they
That's
don't
crazy.
even they don't post stuff. It's pretty, you don't got much to play with. It's hard.
So what do you work with? Like, is it just do you just send gifts out, like just like random like gifts, or like how do you personalize your messaging then?
The personalization's hard because it's like when I first got in the role, I was doing a ton of personalization because that's when I worked at Outreach a long time ago, like
Yeah.
5 years ago, and I was like the second SDR there,
Hmm.
and I like was doing tons of personalization on everything. Like I'd be like, yo, you play baseball, yo, we do this, whatever. Got tons of responses. And then I wasn't in sales for like a couple of years, and then I got the role that I'm in now. And I started doing that approach and I
Yeah.
didn't get nothing. Like no responses. And so I just
Interesting.
started hitting the phone super hard. And that was like that and just hitting people on LinkedIn with connection requests. And then if they became first connections, then I'd send them something. And the
Mhm.
like phone and LinkedIn were the ways that I connected with people.
Oh, I see. I see.
But
Wow.
I don't know, it's different everywhere.
Yeah, I'm like lucky in my territory. So I have the Bay Area, and
Mm.
usually everybody in the Bay Area has like their LinkedIn updated. They usually have like their Twitter
Oh yeah.
account on their LinkedIn. So yeah, I'm like blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Well, in sales, people are all over LinkedIn,
Yeah,
and so
that's
they're
true.
like, if you you know, like something and then like comment on it, they're like, oh yeah, dude. Karen,
Yeah, it's true.
Karen likes all my stuff. I'm getting like extra likes right now.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh wait, then she hit me up and she's trying to sell me something. So
God damn it. All right, ignore.
no, I get stuff at like whenever I get a message on LinkedIn about my podcast, I'm always like, okay, is this person trying to sell me something? Or are they really interested in like chatting or something?
Yeah, yeah.
I never know.
Yeah, it's like kind of sad, like people reaching out on LinkedIn. That I feel the same way too. When people are just like, "Hey, congratulations," or like, "Hey, hope you're doing well." I'm just like, okay, the next message is going to be something like they
Totally.
want something out of me.
But I do the same thing. Like I'm
Exactly.
super guilty of it. So it's like, what can you do? I mean, LinkedIn works, so it's like, I don't know. You gotta be on there. You gotta put yourself out there. Some people are gonna, it's like sales. Like some people are gonna deny you, and some people are gonna accept. So,
Yeah, that's true.
all right. What's anything else that you want to share that's like top of the mind for you for success?
Um, I guess yeah. I mean, personalization with messaging, Sendoso, so like gift sending.
Yeah.
And
What
then
kind of
also
gifts do you send?
so I like to just, like go into the profile to see what they're into. Like some
That's
people are
right.
super into sports, or like some people are into like wine, yeah, wines or whatnot. So then I'll
That's
go
cool.
into Amazon, screenshot a picture of the gift that I've been wanting to send them.
Oh, that's
And
right.
I can't really send it to their office anymore because they don't have offices or
Oh
like
yeah.
just working from home.
Yeah.
So what I usually do is I get a link generated from Sendoso for an
Hmm.
Amazon gift card of $25. Put that as a link, and then also like screenshot the picture of what I wanted to send them, and then kind of craft my messaging around
That's awesome. That's really smart.
there.
Sendoso without the or Sendoso during COVID. That's super smart way to use it. And
Yeah.
what's your hit rate doing that, you think?
Um, there's a lot of people who open it, but not a lot of people who use the gift card. So
Really?
yeah, it's weird.
See,
I
I had this same experience and I wasn't I use we're only allowed to send coffee.
uh
Like we can't send anything else. Like
right.
I've been trying to get them to allow me to send other things because I'm like, dude, we can send anything. It's
Yeah.
Amazon. Like I know that other reps are sending cool stuff and all I get to send is a coffee.
Right.
But you're saying like sometimes I don't even like $50. What's
Yeah.
your amount that you can send?
So we could send up to I think 50, but I usually do 25 because you can find some like sweet gifts for like $25.
Yeah, and it's kind of all about the personalization, right? It's like
Yeah,
even if it's a little gimmick, it's like cool if it's a little thing.
yeah, exactly. It's cool if it's like if it's related to them, like they have like they're into it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, usually like $25. And then like I don't know, people they like open it and click it and they open up my emails, but they don't respond and they don't use it. And so that
It's
money
free money.
exactly, right? It's
Why
so
would you not use it?
I don't know. But then like 21 days later, when they haven't touched it at all, the money comes back to like my bank. So
Yeah. I had someone one time say, I'm actually not allowed to actually use this.
yeah.
I don't
I've
know
had
which
I've had people do that
I
too.
don't know which company it was, but that's a bad company policy. She's like, you could just be, if you're like
Yeah.
a sales leader that gets hit up all the time, you know how much free crap you could be getting right now with Sendoso? Like, I'm trying to think of,
I know, right?
like, if you're the VP of sales at like Salesforce or Microsoft, someone that gets hit up all the time by SDRs who like, they're in their top accounts and you've listed, I would see if I was a VP of sales, I'd be on there, I'd be like, oh yeah, mountain biking.
Yeah.
What am I really into? Like just putting it out there so people would just like, oh, hey babe, don't need to buy any more mountain bike stuff. Like I'm just getting all this free stuff. I'm just gonna. They should just put like a like a like a Christmas list. These are
Yeah,
the
yeah.
five. If you're using Sendosa, these are the 5 things I want.
Yeah, that's hilarious. And just check it off. Like, yep, this the SDR from this company gave me this already. So I already got that covered.
It'd be kind of I don't know. It might be kind of arrogant to put that out there, but I'd be kind of stoked.
Yeah.
I'll take a meeting with anyone that sends me, you know, off something off my top 5 list.
Yeah.
First SDR that sends me something off my top 5 list, I'll take a meeting with.
All the SDRs are like, oh my God, I'm gonna be first.
No, Sendosa's tight, but I haven't seen a whole lot of success with the just sending coffees to people. Like here's a
Yeah.
free coffee, but I don't know.
You should get your company to try to allow you guys to send more stuff out.
Karen,
Coffees.
I know they don't listen. I've tried this. They like rolled Sendoso out to us, and I was like, okay, I know it does more than this. And so we've been in the process of like trying to like open it up for more options for like 2 or 3 months. But I just got word, I think that they're going to give us a little bit more options, but I think it's like Uber Eats gift card. There's
Oh,
still still no option to like personalize the gift,
right.
which
Wait,
to
you
me
can't
is
even
like the
send it.
biggest thing.
Wait, no, you can't even send it through Sendoso, like the messaging for it.
What do you mean?
So usually, like when I send Sendoso, like when I do it through the Sendoso website, it gives me a box where I could put in like the messaging.
Oh, we just integrate it with Outreach, and so we'll
Oh,
like take the link and then put it into Outreach.
got it. Okay.
But we just don't have that many options for sending stuff.
Oh, okay. And how much is your limit for coffee?
It's like $5.
Oh, okay.
$5 coffee, which is like half a Starbucks drink these days.
Yeah.
Like hey, I got this gift card from this guy at Confirm It, that's our company, and
Yeah.
I was able to get my frappuccino, but I wasn't able to get it skinny, and I wasn't able to add extra whip. So then I had to pay an extra $5.
That's hilarious.
So I'll be looking for a discount on the first year of our Confirm It SaaS
Yeah.
subscription.
That's hilarious.
Sendoso though, that's tight. I like that.
Yeah. Sendos is cool. Super cool.
So where do you put that in with your sequence or like whatever you guys use for messaging? I don't know, but like step 1, step 3.
Yeah. So yeah, we use outreach and it's the first message. It's not automatic. It's like you have to go in and type it or whatever like that. So the first message is always manual. And
Okay,
then so we'll generate the Sendoso link and then put it into outreach.
that's tight.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so we'll send the first message and then every message after that is just like through the sequence.
Dang. First step, send them that Sendoso.
Yeah.
Get that meeting. Call them up.
Yep. Exactly.
So I've heard and seen about the culture at Clari. Talk to me about it and what's it like and how does it kind of add to your success as an SDR personally?
Yeah. So Clary is an amazing company to work for. Everyone over there is really positive. They support each other.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, I just like I contribute a lot of my success to Clary and everyone that I work with because everyone is just so supportive.
Dang.
Like for example, I mean, obviously we all SDRs have like different territories and whatnot. But whenever there's a new company that just got round of funding or is like a good ICP account to go after,
Mm-hmm.
like my coworkers are always like sending me stuff like hey, like check this company out.
Oh, dang,
And
that's tight.
just, yeah, right. And I'm just like, wow, I've never worked for a company that has done that with everyone. Everyone, I feel
Yeah,
like the companies that I worked for in the past are just like, it's for me, like everything's for me. But
sure.
like, to be exposed to this environment where everyone is super supportive of each other and help each other out just because they want to, not because like they have any like it just because they want to. It's just
Yeah.
amazing. So yeah, I mean, again, like super grateful, super blessed to be working at Clari. And really like with that environment, it cultivates such a nice, just a what's the word? Like very, it's a really positive environment. So therefore
Mm-hmm.
you do better.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah.
What do you think? I was gonna use the word cultivate, but what do you think cultivates that kind of atmosphere?
Man, I think it's literally like top down, from like
Mm-hmm.
the CEO, CR, like all the C levels to like the manager to director levels, and it trickles down to like everyone.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
And do you guys have, is there anything tied into your quota that would kind of incentivize you all to work together as a team?
No, I mean, like the
Crazy.
quota is just, yeah, it's just like our quota. It's just our individual quota. But I think
Yeah.
the fact that we believe that Clary is such a great company, that it's gonna go public and all that stuff. Like everybody wants to help each other out to get to that level.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like that. Have you ever had someone that has come onto the team who's like pretty selfish who then got let go?
um, no, actually, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think they've gotten let go for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were just not making quota, and just
Sure.
wasn't the right fit for the team. But no
Yeah.
one has ever. Yeah, I haven't come across that.
How big is office culture though? So I like in my first SDR job, the office culture was terrible. Like
Uh-huh.
there was this one person that worked there and there was always drama and it always
Right.
felt like you were doing something wrong.
Uh-huh.
And it made it this like really like cringy place to work.
Hmm. Yep. Um, so are you asking if that's like the case?
No, no, I was just saying office culture is big.
Oh,
Like
oh yeah, yeah,
I
for
was
sure,
just
for
making a
sure.
statement like,
Yeah, no, no, no. Like so at my last job, it was like kind of like similar to what you just described, like a very toxic culture.
yeah.
And yeah, it was absolutely terrible. And that's why I'm so like grateful and appreciative to be working somewhere that's not like that.
And you were an account executive at your last role, yeah?
Yeah, 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 it was.
So walk me through kind of the background of like going from an account executive role back into an SDR role, and then I'm assuming you want to get back into a
Yeah,
closing role. So
yep.
kind yeah,
So
walk me through that.
yeah, so when I first graduated, I decided like I didn't know where I wanted to go in my career. I got a degree in marketing, but it was just like marketing was kind of, I don't know, boring-ish. So I decided to go into sales, and as I was like looking for a job, I was like looking for account executive roles.
Yeah.
And I got hired by Pro Exhibits, and basically what we were doing is selling trade show booths.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so when you go to like the trade shows and you see those massive booths that are super nice, like we
Yeah.
were selling that whole entire thing.
Oh dang.
Yeah, so it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. I think it was like a nice mix of sales and marketing because I was working with a
Mm,
lot of marketing leaders to try to like
mm,
craft the booth of their dreams and whatnot.
very cool.
Um, but it was, I don't know, it was really like old school. It was a really old school industry, also
Yeah.
old school company. And again, very toxic work environment. And so
Mm,
I wanted something better and more. And I was really into the tech space just because,
yeah.
the Silicon Valley and all these like cool tech companies seem so, it was like so amazing to work for.
Yeah. Beer on tap, ping pong
Yeah,
table,
exactly. Like,
fun
oh my God.
culture.
Unlimited work from home or unlimited PTO, all that stuff. So I decided to apply, and then I got hired at Clari.
Dang.
I wanted to start as an SDR just because I was completely new to the industry. And
Okay.
yeah,
So it was a personal decision.
yeah, it was a personal decision. I
Okay.
thought that, yeah, it would be a step down, but it'd be a step down to better and longer my career, just because I couldn't
Yeah.
see myself in the trade show industry for longer, you know?
Mm, that's
So
cool.
yeah, decided to do that. And I mean, it's been 8 months now since I've joined,
That's
and
cool.
it's been amazing. And yeah, I do want to eventually step into an AE role. But I'm just learning as much as I can now. And I know that like from an SDR to an AE is like such a big gap, you know? So I have
Sure.
so much more to learn before I even want to begin like taking that road.
Yeah. When you were in your search for companies, did you have some companies that you were really stuck on going after? Like, how did you come across Clary?
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I had a list of companies that I really wanted to work for, and Clary was one of them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was just like applying through LinkedIn,
Okay.
just like yeah, going to LinkedIn, seeing all these jobs with all these different companies, and then honestly, like Glassdooring everything.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Glassdoor's huge.
Exactly. Yeah. So then I made like a top list of all the accounts or all the companies I wanted to work for. I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Same thing. I mean, you're searching for a job, finding
exactly.
super similar.
Super. Yep.
Dang. And is the jump from SDR to account executive, or like how much different is the account executive role from where you were at to then the Clary account executive role?
Yeah. I think it's like a huge gap just because back when I was an AE at Pro, we were selling an actual tangible item.
Yeah.
Um, and also like we were also selling the idea, right? So it's like it goes to the designer comes up with the design for the booth, and then we present that design to the marketing leader, and they're usually like, wow, this is amazing, blah, blah. So it's like it's different because it's an idea, and also when they do sign off on it, becomes like a tangible item that they could see.
Sure. Yeah.
And I think the process is so different because before, doing the discovery call, you could invite them into the showroom to kind of show them like what we're capable of.
Yeah.
Versus here at Clary, it's a product. It's like it's like online. It's a product that
Yeah, totally.
sold online, so you can't really like invite people in to show them. You have to show them through a demo. And I
Yeah.
think those skills that you need to develop to do a really good demo versus the skills of just having someone come in to show them the booth is so different.
Yeah, totally. I, it would be so interesting to sell something like a physical product like that.
Yeah, right.
Like
So yeah.
I've always like thought about, not that this is anything related, but I've always thought about what it would be like to sell mattresses, like at a mattress store.
Yeah, like come on in, try this mattress. Oh, isn't it comfortable?
Yeah. And then like how many mattresses do you realistically have to sell to like make money as a mattress salesman? Like what kind of percentage are they getting? Or like furniture. I hate buying furniture.
Yeah.
I hate buying furniture. I wish that I had an idea a long time ago, and maybe I'll share it, maybe I won't. But you know what, like Casper and Purple and all those
Yeah.
companies have done for like the sofa, or sorry, for the bed industry. Like, who's doing that for the couch industry?
Oh, that's true, huh? Interesting. Oh my God. Yeah, I actually really like that.
Like that one couch that has like 2,000 reviews online.
Yeah.
It's gonna come in like 3 boxes, super easy to assemble, and boom, there's your couch.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm down to,
I got an investor. Karen's
Yeah.
my first investor. I hate going to. Have you been to a furniture store?
Yep.
It's a pain in the butt
Yeah. It takes up so much time.
because you can't
And
sit on anything without someone
yeah,
asking you like 20 questions.
it's true. It's
Like
totally true.
my wife won't even walk into one because you just like the swarm effect,
Yeah.
because you can't walk in without being sold something. And sometimes
Exactly.
you just want to go in and sit on
True.
something.
Exactly. I just want to test this out. I'm not gonna buy anything. Please stop bothering me.
Pain in the ass. Sofa me, that's what we're gonna call it. No, just kidding. Me and my buddy thought of that. It was kind of a joke.
Mm.
Sofa.me. But
Okay.
obviously you get it, sofa me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. uh, so you know, somebody that's coming into the role, like what kind of advice would you give them?
I would say just the advice I would give a new SDR is just to be creative, and also don't be afraid to try anything new.
That's right.
Um, yeah, I think outreach, there's a lot of different ways you could do it. There's not a single like formula,
So
and
true.
everyone is different.
Yeah.
Like everybody has different personalities, and other people are more receptive to like A personality versus B personality, whatever it is.
So
So I would
true.
say just be creative coming in. Don't be afraid to try new things and just have fun with it.
That's awesome. I like that.
Thanks.
Super simple. Break it down. Yeah, there's so many ways to be successful, and it's not always like what you see like
Exactly.
online or on LinkedIn, or you know what people are preaching. So
Yeah,
I'm for that.
exactly.
100. 100, Karen. All right,
Woo!
how can people find you if they want to reach out to you and pick your brain or anything like that?
They can always find me on LinkedIn, or they can email me, kduong@clari.com.
Boom. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show. It was great having you.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.